how's it going, fam? Welcome to this episode of Tuesday Seeds. Today we're going to be sharing some inexpensive and very practical ways that we use some of the regenerative ag practices right in our backyard to make sure that we're building strong, healthy soil that's not only going to serve us in the short run, but for the long run. So please stay tuned. Now, what is the tendency? Here's the flower beds that I was talking about. Well, we recently transplanted just yesterday. I transplanted some collard greens in there. You can see the leaves right here, over there. We tried to space them pretty good over there, over here. So now most people would look at this and say this is a mess because we want living roots. We don't want to, the whole concept of keeping your soil covered and biodiversity and building your soil up and microbes and collecting sunlight and allowing sunlight to really do the work for building your soil and the microbes goes back to what we're doing now, which is not pulling up your diversity, but using your diversity to your advantage to serve just like cover crops. So simply put, all we really did was took some scissors and just cut down some of the areas that you see over here with the scissors. So some of this overgrowth, keep in mind, all this was actually up to the rim here or above. So we just cut that down and laid it over to serve as mulch in bare areas, you know, such as this right here. We just take some of this or take a leaf and put that there. The other thing we want to do is make sure that we keep the areas around here unimpeded so sun can hit the leaves that we planted with our transplants here. I think these are collards. And what we did was just transplant those, but we want the leaves to have direct hit so they can serve as solar panels to bring that sun energy in and improve our soil even more and more as we build up the soil in this particular raised bed naturally. The other key thing is, you see, by cutting these versus pulling these up, is we're keeping living roots in our soil that's just going to keep building the microbes. So this is going to become nice, true, rich soil over time as we continue to plant in this area for our vegetables and edibles. So as you can see, I'm just cutting some of the taller things, laying it over. Guess what? The roots are still in the ground. So it's still building our microbes, building micro diversity around, around such things as these collard greens. We also have some cabbage planted in another bed that's similar, but we didn't spend any money. All we did was grab some scissors and start the cutting and laying down and creating our own natural mulch. We kind of did the same thing. You can see some carrots in here. So what we did is we just took some of the lettuce that we bought, and you're going to see me kind of clip down some of the natural growth. We're just going to throw that in some of the bare areas that we see and use that as our natural mulch. My finger's all over the screen. Sorry about that, y'all. But we're going to use this as natural mulch versus trying to bring in mulch from the outside, because again, these items are already grown here naturally. They've already established natural microbes that are native and local to my backyard garden, and it's already got living roots in the system that are going to build up the soil naturally versus going out. So it kind of kills two birds with one stone. As you can see, I'm leaving my cover crops, which are the carrots, in place, and the lettuce, which we've planted here, and here. We'll see how that turns out. So stay tuned.